Talk about Tesla. We're going to start talking about Tesla. It's 172.93. Of course, I got the glasses on. Still got to look up close and squint. It's up 3.76% today. I think Tesla is so bullish, and I just want to show you why I think it's going a lot higher, a lot sooner. The only thing I think is going to mess it up is the Fed talk tomorrow at 1:30. Was it 1:45? He's going to talk, and I really think he's going to slam the markets down. It's going to gyrate. It's going to go up. It's going to pop down. It's going to pop up. If you're a good trader, you can really make some money during those pops. But it's like suicide, man. It's crazy. That's the Wild West for that 30, 40 minutes to an hour with just the gyrations, right? You could even get long. It looks good and everything is good. It closes higher for the day. Next thing you know, the thing tomorrow or the next day, the thing is down like 500 points, man. It's like, what? 500 points? Anyway, let's talk about Tesla. Normally I say I don't bring out the 15 minutes, the 1 minute, the 5 minutes. I'm daily, weekly, monthly. I did a video on those a little bit ago, so go check out my feed. It's like a couple of videos ago. But we're going to talk about this 5-minute chart that I got going on. Green above the red, that's the 9 moving average, and the 20. Those are the 2 moving averages I like to do mostly. Now, if you use the moving averages only, it's a good buy signal on damn near all charts, except for those fast charts, man. Damn near all charts, right? When the green, I got my 9, my fast line is green, and my slow line is red, right? And every time the green crosses the red, you can buy it, right? Right there would have been a buy. You know, and you'd have been up, oh, I ain't even going to do it. Anyway, you would have bought at 145, and then would have crossed right here. I guess this would have been the day it crossed. You would have got at 171. That's a good trade, just by looking at the simple moving average, the 9 and the 20. So the reason why I'm doing this video is because, look, it's crossing again, right? So you could have got out here and then get back in right there. And hopefully you get a move like that. Like I said, the only thing that's going to mess it up is the Fed. It's the Fed tomorrow. So, you know, we opened over here yesterday, and here's the, let's go out to let's look at the hour. Let's go a little bit longer, see what we can see here. Oh, let me go back to the 5. My bad. Was I on the 5? No, I was on the 15. Okay, what I want to show you is, see all this volume? See all the, look at that gap. No, we need, that gap ain't even, you know, a lot of gaps like to fill. So I do worry about that open space right there. But I don't know, man. I think this could be different just because it got sold off so hard. So hard. Anyway, look at the volume of it going up, up, up. Look at the volume, right? And then yesterday was a huge sell-off. It was huge. Well, for the last couple of days it was. But look at the volume, man. No one was trading it. No one was trading it. This is like the lowest volume that it has on the chart for the last 5 days. Right? So the stock comes down hard and the volume is just pitiful on the 5-minute chart. So now we open up low and look at the volume coming back in. And now we getting a little flag, right? We came up right up to this resistance level. I'm going to switch my lines. Right up to that resistance level. And now we just plateauing. You know what that means? We're going to blow through it. Generally, we're going to blow through that. It's up 3.67%. So now let's go to the hourly chart. And you could just see, you know, this is like just a pullback, the way it's trading now. Now, either it needs to go down today, like right now, like, okay, you got the lower high, right? And then you got the low. Well, no, it didn't really do something. Let's just call this a low, and then let's call this a lower high, right? So is it going to fall back here, make a lower low? Or are we just going to blow through and get a new high? I think we're going to, I don't know. Like I said, with the Fed, I really think he's going to come out and be super hawkish. The last thing he needs is the market to just be taken off like it's been. You know, it's just going to ruin everything. So he's going to do his best to just knock it down. But let's see what stocks do. They think it's at the peak. They think it's like, man, you're just talking crap. There's no way you're raising rates, and there's just no way you're doing it. So look at the hour. Look at the hourly, and look at these lines didn't cross yet. Remember, I said you can make this trade all the time. This is not even the entry point because they did not cross. It did not cross there. Here's the cross, right? Right there. So this time you're getting in at 132, and you're still in today. It's 173 until that cross is over, and it did not do that yet. So what do I like? I like my slow stochastic bouncing, crossing over on that. It crosses here, goes higher, crosses here, goes higher. So it's just too early to tell, but I do think it's set up to explode. And if the Fed does say the right things, which I don't think he will, or let's just say he says something that it's the wrong things, but the market's like, pah, the stock is going to go a lot higher. So let's pull out some more. Let's pull out to the daily. So that's the 15. No, let's pull out to the 4 hours, man. Let's see what we can see. So a little bit more data, right? And I'm on the wrong chart again. Hey, I didn't go. By the way, I don't have my comment screen on. So if you're saying something, I don't know yet, but I will check it out. And you can see we on that, hitting that resistance. And we getting ready to challenge it again. It's like, here, let me go to it real quick. Get rid of that. Cashmatic, NRIOV 22. How do you think the Fed rate affect? How do you? Yeah, I'm kind of talking about it, I guess. What's up, Cashmatic? I the last time the Fed, I believe the Fed came out, he knocked it down, but then the market turned around and it kind of was just going up, 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 whatever. I think the market thinks it just think this whole soft landing. Look, the Fed wants to get that 2%, right? We at 6.25. It's not at his target rate. We're long ways away. I don't know where this soft landed, and oh, he's gonna slow down, and we're still so far away from his 2% target rate. And he says he wants to get 2%. We're 4 basis points away from this thing. Was that 400 basis points? So I don't think he's just gonna come out and he's gonna be boom, 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 slamming the market down. So but we'll see. I mean, the market laughed at him before, and now it's been ripping in his face. And so I just think that I think it's gonna be ugly, man. I might experiment and buy a put because that's been the right trade to do ever since he got hawkish last November, December. Ever since then, when he spoke, it was time to sell every single time. So is this time different? I don't know. The market's kind of saying it is. The market's just think, oh yeah, we got 2 more rate increases left. It's going to be a quarter this time and a quarter next time, and then he's going to pause. That seems to be the play. That seems to be what the market's thinking. Yeah, a quarter here, a quarter there. Then he's going to pause. But so I don't know. I don't know. That's not my specialty. But all I know is he hasn't changed. He hasn't changed the tune. And even if you go back in the past, before when he was raising rates way back in 18 or whatever that was, he never changed. He only changed because the market was like doing some stupidness, and then COV thing, it crashed again. And he changed. Like this time, I think it's gonna just take something like that. There's something just where we're just dropping 2,000, 3,000 points a day. Remember I was talking about the VIX? There was no scary spike yet, and then that's what made him pivot in the past. Now it's just going at just like his playbook. And I just think he's going to stick to the playbook. Anyway, so let's look at Tesla again. So you had the crossover on, I'm looking at the 4-hour chart, right? So you wasn't really a buyer till here. You was one here, and there was a fake breakout. It's not 100% all the time. I hope you knew that it's not. But for the most part, when it's trending, these are good in and out signals, right? So look, you got right here, if you would have got in, this would have been 115, and you would have still been in right now at 172, just using simple moving averages, right? And it's nowhere near telling you to sell. All right, so I just think it's gonna hit there, and it's fighting this resistance right now. And now I'm going to go to the daily chart, see how much more we see. Basically the same thing, right? Let's see, come here, join this. There's that downtrend, right? We broke that here. You could also trade like that. Zoom in here, right? You got the downtrend. You don't make your entry until you see that break. And I just did that video on Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm like, man, this thing is going down. But if it breaks that downward trend line, maybe there's a trade there. You know, so if you got in here at 128, 130, you know, you're in. You're in until, I guess, here. You should have got out yesterday because it hit that resistance. And that's trading those trend. I don't trade like that. That's not the way to trade. Is I'm just look. I'm a total long-term trend follower, you know. So but we're just talking about trading these little short-term. The thing is, this thing has been so strong. There was big moves in here you could have made. You could have made your yearly gains by trading Tesla for the last month, right? And just be out. Okay, yeah, I made my 70%. I'm done. You know, just buy bonds or something. But anyway, look at the you had that when we was up here, when we closed that, what was that, 11% gain that day, and then yesterday took some of that back. The volume is up, but not like the day before. And then now we're ready to almost take it out, almost just a flag. I won't call it a bull flag, but it's just flagging. It's resting, consolidating, right there. So up, resting, you know, and if we, I'm almost positive the Fed is going to decide if we bust through or not. But watch the turnaround. Let's see something. All right, so let's say the Fed, he's hawkish. He's turning the stocks around. What is the pullback to? Well, I say right here, this level right here, right? So let me go back to the 4 hours, see it a little better. Zoom in, see that level, see where it's shelved right here. So that's 144. Let's go just call it 145. So I said we go back to 145, right? And hopefully we don't blow through that. But this is a good example of what I was just talking about, right? To come up 145, come up, you shelving, right? At 145, we come up and we're kind of shelving again, right there. That 1 hour. Let's come up here. Look at that, right? We're shelving a little bit, just a little consolidation. Wow, it's up 3.4, right? So we'll see what happens if we're going to blow through. By the way, so when you look at here, look and see how we use shelving, and then look at the gap up. Look at the explode. It's just by the way, we're gonna if it doesn't work out, we gotta fill that gap. That's just a gap that just kind of almost needs to be filled, but maybe not, man. Sometimes all the gaps don't get filled. Most gaps get filled though. So but yeah, I say definitely if it's hawkish, he comes down and fills this gap, and then I think that will be a buy actually. If it comes down here, yeah, just get back in again and hold on. But okay, so it breaks through, right? So let's go to the weekly. And then this is where you almost get a little bit more excited because you can see that it has a lot more room to run, right? It's just getting started when you look at the weekly. Hold on for a minute. Yeah. N, is that NR law? Okay. You got to run, man. Hey, thanks, man. Come back. Hit your bell thing. And then that way you know when I'm on, because I'm going to come on live real quick. This is supposed to be a 5-minute video. Damn, it's 16 minutes. Okay, I got to do something like that. Anyway, come back. Hit your, thank you. I appreciate your subscribe, man. And yeah, come back. I'll try to do this every day. And I appreciate you, man. Hey, look, Jewelry Box is in the house. Coming in with your wrench. So you get more excited, right? You get more excited with the when you look at the weekly, because you see how much more room it's got to run, and you see that that stochastic just breaking out, separating, getting you all, you know, ready. Right? So, and you just see these levels, man. You just see, you know, what's next. You know, I can kind of draw some out real quick just by looking at them. Right? And I guess I'll say here. I think there might be one in here as well. Yeah. So basically, you know, those are your levels. There's one in here too. There's one right in here. You know, you could really zoom, fine tune them. You could see the big ones. Like, so if I clear these out, I'm really getting like, oh, let me get this little level right here. And you can see the major ones, right? So there, now this one, I gotta go to where we are now, kind of here. I'll just hit the major ones here. And then here. And I guess the all-time high for the most part. One more right here. Right. Yeah, for the most part right there. Now, those are your major levels, right? So we'll blow through that. Next thing you know, we had 240, 250. And we're like, oh, man. And by the way, none of this has happened. Who knows? But it's not like it's going to happen tomorrow, okay? I'm just saying, you know, I think we hit that low in January. What day was that? Seems so far away now. January 2nd. I think that was the low. Let me see what happens, right? So downtrend, you know, broken. We're coming up. And let's see what happens. All right, I did lie. I did tell you a lie with the live for 5. NR Love came in, and I got a subscriber. I appreciate him hitting that subscribe button. There's no other questions. Thank you, Cashmatics. Thank you, Jewelry Box. I'm going to call you here in a little bit as soon as I hang up. And hit the bell. Like, you got to hit the bell, man, because I think I'm just, who knows when I'm going to go live. But my goal right now, I got a goal, babes. It's to go live. Is to do a stock video, just some random chart that's kind of trending, and then go live. I want to do like live at 5 because I want to keep these videos short, but I'll go as long as you want, as long as, you know, everyone's saying something. Go as long as you want. But if no one says something like now, I'm out of here. Anyway, thanks for watching, y'all. Appreciate you, Cash, and I'll see you. I'll call you in a bit, Julie. Bye.